Well, when it comes to the political arena over in Kenya, it certainly is interesting times. And speaking to a trader this morning, he was saying at this stage of the game, no major market reaction to the kind of political changes we're seeing within government right now. From a business perspective, what are you making of the changes that are coming through?
Well, the political changes came at a very critical time when Kenya has been having the begging question of having 4 citizens facing criminal trials before the International Criminal Court. And these include 2 senior politicians who have declared interest in the presidency. So definitely the changes have a lot of bearing on the political landscape at the moment.
It has, and let's take a look at what kind of impact you see this having on a business environment, because it comes at a very interesting time where we've just had major oil reserves being found, and many saying that this could rock or complicate the country's rocky politics ahead of elections next year.
Well, interesting. This news also came on the day that Kenya was reported to have struck oil in the northern part of the country. And definitely there's a lot of attention about how are we going to manage these critical results. However, I'm glad to say that one impact it will have is upping the game of who will lead this country after President Kibaki retires, because there is a major resource that attracts international and local attention, that attracts the major world powers to Kenya now. And I think for me, it has upped the game. Whoever takes over from President Kibaki must be a trusted individual who can manage the resources well, not only to develop the poor out of their living standards, but also for the entire country. And we look forward to that critical moment in a very, very keen manner.
Just how easy and swiftly do you see changes being implemented, though, David? Because, I mean, still very fresh in many people's minds is Kenya's December 2007 disputed polls.
Yes, we had a critical challenge with the 2007 general election. And now we are faced with another one. We are not sure when the election date will be yet, but there are indications it could be in December, it could be in March. So for us Kenyans, we really went at a mess in the last general election. But what we are looking at now is how can we hold a free, fair and critical election that would rank us among the best countries in the world. And I think the changes have a lot of political undertones, because we see those favorable and who have been ganging together under the G7 alliance having gained more in the reshuffle that was read out yesterday by the president.
Taking a look at the road ahead, David, I mean, just how smooth sailing are things going to be? Because, you know, as I say, we've had these changes come to the fore. It's at a very interesting time where we've got the oil find being made and ahead of elections. So many saying that the kind of changes we're seeing right now is just political posturing ahead of a very rocky and turbulent environment ahead.
Well, there is, and there has always been political patronage, and what we have seen, of course, the good boys who have been in the books of one wing of the coalition have really won themselves good seats. 2 backbenchers have moved into the cabinet, and so for me that's a very massive change, you know, moving from the backbench to the front bench in the cabinet. That means they will have more say in the cabinet. But again, if you look at the critical issues, when the experts saying we may exploit this oil in the period of 5 to 7 years, those are geologists speaking, but they are very discerning issues concerning that particular area where the oil was struck. This is one of the poorest, one of the most marginalized parts of the country, and yet they've already started raising antennas that resource must be used to improve the environment. That resource must be used to equitably share resources that will come out of that. So Kenyans look to a real change in the northern area, which has been marginalized in terms of infrastructure, in terms of allocation of natural resources, and we believe that the oil will bring a major infrastructural change in that area and place the lives of those people at its will with the rest of the country.